Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Somebody say yeah. Somebody say yeah. Are you ready to have a good time? Without further ado, we bring to you the one, the only, the man of the hour. Put your hands together for Mr. Paul Santos.
Yes, welcome. Yes, I feel some good vibes here tonight. We are coming to you from the #1 fishing port in all of America, New Bedford, Massachusetts, at Cisco. How about that? Oh my God. On this television show, we highlight the talented, the interesting, and the entertaining from our area. And it all starts with my co-host. That's right, the sidekick of the century, the co-host with cojones, the co-host with cachet, world-class vocalist and entertainer, Chops Turner. There he is. Hey. All right, and how about the man of the hour? He's the king of the keys. He aims to please. Say hello to Gary Langevin and the Paul Santos Live Band. There he is. All right. And how about a special hello to our ABC6 viewers in Providence? Yes, good Sunday morning to you. You're watching on Sunday morning, that's right. All right, before we get to our all-star cast of guests, let's get caught up in the news. What do you say we get caught up in the news, huh? Yeah, let's get caught up in the news. You know, the cold temperatures in the state of Florida have really done a job on oranges. The prices of oranges are going to go through the roof. Imagine that. I don't know about you, but I already feel freshly squeezed.
Oh, hey!
Sometimes if you make hand gestures like that helps out, you know what I mean? Wah, 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 wah. Well, some people think that Massachusetts is a liberal state and all that. We don't do politics here. But do you realize that out in Colorado, a ballot measure passed? They are legalizing the use of magic mushrooms. Can you imagine that?
Yes.
Hey, wait a minute. Gary, didn't you just come back from Colorado?
I was elected mayor.
You look like you're a little wired up over there, right?
Smell Commodore. Smell Commodore.
Well, they passed the use of magic mushrooms, but now they're going to have to add the safe space.
Oh.
Hey, how many people are big fans of that movie Titanic? Wasn't that a great movie? Yeah, I saw that the other night. I was scrolling around and I saw it there, Leonardo DiCaprio and all that. Well, you know what? I saw in the news that there's going to be a theater production of the Titanic down in New York City, an off-Broadway play. Isn't that amazing? I always enjoyed the movie, but about halfway through, I always get that sinking feeling.
Tank. It's got a tank. It's not full already.
Hey, is everybody enjoying the great food here at Cisco? All right. My mother used to say when there was a great plate of food in front of you, compliments to the chef, And I think we can do that, compliments to the chef. Hey, wait a minute, a chef. That reminds me of one of Chops' exes.
Oh,
yeah, Chops went out with a chef a long time ago. Remember that, Chops? Susie Surf and Turf.
Oh.
Not enough surf and too much turf. I'm sorry, I like that one. I can't help it. I like that one. Are the guests still here? I'm sorry. I had to get that in there. Hey, how many people here are married? How many people are happily married? Hey, Chops, you better be clapping over there. How many people are single like Gary Langevin over here?
Yes! Yay!
I don't know. I still think you're better off in a relationship. I ran into a single friend of mine. So much drama, I said, what's going on with you? He said, well, I had a hot date with someone who works for the airlines. I said, yeah, who? He said, Jenny JetBlue. So I said, what's going on with her? He's like, well, she likes to smoke weed. She wanted to fly the friendly skies. So then I said, whatever happened with that relationship? He said, well, it never got off the ground. Hey, when it comes for, being married or being single, I really think grass is greener on the other side of the fence, don't you? I mean, especially if it's landscaped.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, groom. We're gonna groom it, right?
Hey, by the way, we're into 2023, Chops. Have you checked your 401k? You got some money in there? What about? Don't you have money in your IRA?
If my IRA is my pocket, then yes.
I mean, this is a good time of the year to check your retirement account. Well, yeah, Gary's loaded. He's just covering up. He's got
I
money.
retired at 39. What do you want me to tell you?
He's got money stashed away over there. Well, anyway, I've got my own financial advisor. Risky Roberto. Not to be confused with Frisky Roberto. That's somebody else. But I said to Risky Roberto, yo, Risky, what's going on with my retirement account? I said, sometimes up, sometimes down. He said, well, it's the market. Sometimes you get those big fluctuations. Fluctuations.
Oh.
Haven't you ever got fluctuated, Chops?
That was the punchline.
We get fluctuated all the time, don't we? Yeah, we get fluctuated anyway. All right. Well, by the way, who's back tonight? He had the flu. He recovered from the flu. Ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Casey's in the house tonight. Oh my God. That's right. Casey had the flu, not the swine flu. He had the wine flu. Always throwing him back. All right. I got an announcement to make. I am now going to deliver you the final joke of the night. You're really going to like this one. You're like, this is true. This is a true story, right? I saw this in the news. Dogs are now being picked up in buses and taken to doggy daycare. Can you imagine that? Whatever happened to homeschooling? I mean, these dogs are treated first class. They're going out there in doggy style.
Oh.
What's next? A limo for the lab? Hey, somebody call a cab for the Chihuahua. Hey, I peeked in there and I thought for sure I saw a pole dancing pooch. Hey, how about some dollars for the Dalmatian?
Chops is sleeping on the job.
All of a sudden, it was just like dead silence there. Scared the hell out of me.
You can't blame it on
Scared the living daylights out of me. What happened?
Not me. It wasn't me.
Something wrong with the sound system or something?
I don't know. It wasn't me.
Chops has been with a few dogs. Oh, never mind. Hey. Don't go by this. We have a great show tonight, Gary. Yes, we do. You know who's here tonight? Great entertainer. Mr. Jordan Paiva is in the house tonight.
Yeah. Jordan.
We have a real comedian. Came all the way down from Coventry, Rhode Island, in the house tonight, Mr. Doug Ouimette.
Yes, Dougie.
And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Whaler Inn and Suites, Banquet and Conference Center, J&J Materials, Aaron Pools and Spas, Attorney John Seed, Bristol County Media, our good friend here, Aaron Cashew. Tomatoes Italian Grill, where Chops Turner sings every single Saturday night down there in Sandwich, Massachusetts. We have one of our newer sponsors, Alden Court, out there in Fairhaven, thanks to Sharon Jensen. And our newest sponsor, Cisco New Bedford.
Yeah, Cisco.
All right. Stand by. Our first guest, Jordan Paiva, is coming up right after this from Gary Langevin. Don't go anywhere. It's the Paul Santos Live Show. We'll be right back. No, get out of the way. You're in the camera. All right, Gary Landrin and the Paul Santos Live one-man band. Except Gary, one of Gary is worth 5 of anything else.
Amen to that.
Amen to that, right. All right, at this time, we're going to introduce to you a real entertainer. I mean, this guy, he's the full package, right? He's a good-looking dude, you know. He sings, he dances, he does weddings, he does bar mitzvahs, he does some comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Jordan Paiva. There he is. Oh.
I have a full package. I already zipped my pants. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I like this. I like this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. She was morning and I was nighttime. One day I woke up to find her lying beside my bed. Softly said, "Come take me, for I've been lonely, in need of someone, as though I'd done someone wrong somewhere, but I don't know where, come lately. You are the sun, I am the moon, you are the words, I am the tune, play me. The song she sang to me, the song she bring to me, words that ring in me, rhyme that spring to me, warm the night, what was right became me. You are the sun, I am the moon, you are the words, I am the tune, play me. And so it was that I came to travel on a road that was thorn and narrow, another place, another grace would save me. Oh, another grace would save me. You are the sun, I am the moon, you are the words, I am the tune, play me. You are the sun, I am the moon, you are the words, I am the tune, play me. Whoa, whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jordan Paiva. All right. All right, don't go anywhere, Mr. Jordan Paiva. Don't go anywhere. I know you're trying to run away there. Come on over here. Come on over here. Isn't there a Portuguese version of that song?
Yes. It's not play me. It's, well, it's the other way. Play with me. You know the rest. That's it. That's about it. Play with myself. That's it. Play with myself. That's it. If we translate it, it might come out to this. This is a nice restaurant you guys got here. You got quackish all over the wall. Look at this. I love this. This is so nice here. I like it here. My first time here.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that we were able to accommodate you.
I like being this close to you, Paul. It's so nice.
Well, welcome to the show. For those of you who know Jordan, you already know how talented he is. For those who don't, you have a business called Music of Our Lives, where you sing all kinds of music. You do weddings, you do bar mitzvahs, you do Portuguese affairs, you do all kinds of stuff, right? Having a good time, right?
Everything. Funerals, we can even put you in the ground. Whatever is the cheapest for you, we'll make it happen. I mean, really, we'll sing you all the way to the ground and sing while the dirt goes on top of you. Whatever. Whatever's cheaper. And if the dirt is too expensive, we have plenty of sand here on the beach, right here in New Bedford. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, one of the claims to fame of Jordan Paiva was about 10 years ago. He's out there what used to be the Providence Civic Center, and he got called on stage and sang with Josh Groban, right? I mean, does that memory still reverberate with you? That was unbelievable. You can see it on YouTube, by the way.
It will. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. It was just like yesterday, except, it was probably like 30 pounds ago. And it was wonderful. Yeah, we went to the concert and, we texted a question to ask Josh. I said, can I sing with you for my mom? And he brought me on stage and we duetted that wonderful Viagra song, You Raise Me Up. And the crowd went wild. It was Providence, my lucky charm.
All right. So then the other day, I'm looking at social media, and there's Jordan Paiva again. This time he's singing with Catherine McVie and David Foster while you were out in the crowd. I'm like, what, this again? How did you pull that off?
I'm telling you, Providence is my lucky charm. We went on a date night, me and my wife, and I said, I know, happy wife. Honey, I hope you're in bed watching this. The kids are not asleep. I'm not coming home. I'm not kidding. I'm not coming home till the kids are asleep. No, we went on a date night, and unbelievable. Not a lot of people know who David Foster is. He's the one that created and produced such beautiful music from Whitney Houston, Earth, Wind and Fire, Celine Dion, Michael Bublé, Josh Groban, Andrea Bocelli, so many. We could go on and on and on. And in the middle of the show, he came out. He's like, we like to have fun, and we're wondering if there's anybody here that could sing. And we were in the second row. My wife's like,
pointing to you.
And she's like, no, I don't want to pick anybody that gets pointed at. I was like, well, the time has come, sir. Let's do this. And I got up there and I introduced myself, and I knew she always did a beautiful job with the prayer with Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli. So I said, all right, let's sing that. And I even fumbled one of the lines because there was a moment where she was like, oh my God, this guy can sing. And she got a little bit closer to me, and I was like, ooh, my wife's right there. Shh, 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 my wife. Hello, darling. Hello. Portuguese. I know he's 73, but Portuguese. Once you go Portuguese, you never, ever go back. But it was unbelievable.
Hey, next time you get called up on stage with J-Lo, make sure you tip Gary off, because Gary wants to be there.
I'll keep my clothes on. I'll try to keep my clothes on, but hey, she likes them Boston girls. That's it. That's it.
All right, a couple of shout-outs. Maria Pereira looking in tonight. Barbara Keiss from Fall River. Barbara. And one of our top fans from Niagara Falls, New York, Lynn Marie Scrivano looking in tonight.
Hi, Maria. How are you, Maria? It's raining over here. We're the Paiva over here. It's raining over there. I'm over here in New Bedford, Massachusetts. It's so wet over here. It feels like the first time my quackish got wet. It wasn't good over here.
You know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? Weather Paiva. That's Weather Paiva right there. Hey, Maria Pereira says, Epa.
Epa, how are you over there? Portuguese, well, let me see. Once you go Portuguese, you never live, at ease. Honey, 50 Shades of Linguiça tá aqui, all right? All right over here for you, sweetheart, okay?
How did you start doing that whole Weather Paiva thing?
It was raining like New England does, and it was raining so much that my neighborhood was flooded to the point I was so bored. We got the kayak, and we went out there and everything. And then I remember that Portuguese fireman, and he did like a weather manny. And then I said, whatever happened to that guy? I was like, I'm gonna do the weather. And I went outside. I did something stupid. And then at the end of the video, this is a true story. At the end of the video, I locked myself out of the house, and I was just in the rain. I'm like, and that was it. And then somebody's like, you got to do this again and again. And then the blizzards came, the hurricanes came, and New England is just perfect for weather.
Well, can I get a forecast for this coming week?
It's going to be rain, more rain, rain after that, touch vent, and then it's going to be so wet, your castanhas are going to be so soft that you can cook them on Friday, and everything's going to be okay. And then the thunder boomers are going to come, boomba, 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 and then the flash photography in the sky, and everything's going to be okay after that. And then you can head over to the Fall River. There's more boomers over the Braga Bridge. Boomba, boomba, boomba. You have the cheap lights that they got from Radio Shack all over the bridge. And you just take a picture of that. Everything's okay. And over here, we're live, okay, with the Paul Santos here in the Cisco. We have Matt Patricia over here, okay. We have Howie Mandel over here. Oh, my God. Everybody's here. Everybody's here.
How about Mikey Kahn's in the house tonight? Mikey Kahn. And how about my best friend right over here, Johnny J's in the house tonight, along with his good wife, Debbie, and one of our greatest neighbors ever, Nate and Grace Case in the house tonight. Oh, and how about, hey, Chops, the lovely Aunt Santos is here tonight. Wow, that takes a lot. And how about Nympho Nancy? There she is right there. hey, tell it like it is, you know what I'm saying? All right, do you have another song in you?
Well, we all have a song in us. Oh, yes, I could do another one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for Mr. Jordan Paiva.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Do my thing. Want me to do this in English or Portuguese? Both. We'll make it Portuguese. Maybe, I don't know. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that. And may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and on the words of one who heals. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. To say the things he truly feels, and on the words of what he feels. The record shows I took blows and did it
All right. Don't go anywhere. Keep it going for Mr. Jordan Paiva right here, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, before you go, I want to get a shout out to Sean Fitzgerald of the NB Rude Boys, who was saying, Jordan is killing it tonight. By the way, the NB Rude Boys will be here January 27th on a Friday night. So come on down and see those guys. Those guys are awesome. Absolutely awesome. And by the way, let's see. Don Silva is looking in tonight, and he says, awesome job by you tonight. Yes, and Barbara Keiss looking in tonight, so thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Paiva. All right, stand by. We have a comic. Came all the way down from, Coventry, Rhode Island. He's going to be on in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Groovin' Gary Lanterman and the Paul Santos live band right there. The invisible band, the one-man band, the outstanding band. By the way, that Maria Paiva that was looking in, she said, hey, you can tell a real entertainer by that buffalo plaid. And we also got a nice comment here. Let's see, wait a minute. I don't want to leave anything out here. We got a nice comment here from, Deb Ramos, first of all, says hello. And she says, good job, Jordan. Don Silva says, great job. And Don Silva says, hey, I'm watching you tonight. Don't forget to put Casey on tonight.
Yeah, Mr. Casey.
We've actually cut Casey a few times, We left him on the editing room floor a couple of times, Kind of where he belongs, but anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman, as we said, came all the way down from Coventry, Rhode Island. A real great guy and a real great comic. Put your hands together for Mr. Doug Ouimette.
Dougie, yes, sir.
All right, all the way to New Bedford. I think I can honestly say this is the nicest place in New Bedford. That is. Yeah. I love it. So, those of you who don't know me, I've been married for a while now. This past December, actually, we celebrated our 8th year of my self-improvement. Yeah. Yeah. We're always working on me. It's to do that, we went shopping, because that's my wife's favorite thing to do. And the first place she takes me is a place called the Christmas Tree Shop. Yeah. I hate that place. Right when I walk in, I just see women pushing carts overflowing with all of their future trash. Eventually, my wife's standing over there holding a $5 bag of pine cones, which I assume is a good deal because it's not like they just grow on trees. From there, she takes me to a place called the Paper Store, which if you've never been there, yeah.
My wife again.
I know. The Paper Store is a great store if the only thing you're not looking for is paper. I don't know why stores are being named after things they don't sell, but I guess to be fair, if they're named after things they sold, Dick's and BJ's would be a different type of shopping experience. Maybe I wouldn't mind shopping. The final place my wife always takes me is TJ Maxx. Anyone like that place? Yeah. Always the women. Yeah, right when I walk in, my wife finds a pair of shoes that she loves. I said, honey, how much are they? She goes, they're $25, but they're compared to 60, so they're a great deal. I'm like, compared to? Not like a price they used to be, just a higher number to compare them to. I wish I knew years ago my wife fell for this marketing. I've stopped exercising. I just say, honey, I'm 250 pounds, but I'm compared to 600, so I'm in great shape. I don't know. Maybe it's that I just enjoy shopping at like Walmart, because Walmart has everything, and I often need material. And I realized something the other day while I was at Walmart, and that there's only 2 jobs that we trust people in their 80s to do, and that's either greet us at Walmart or run the entire country. Yeah. It's brutal. My wife and I, we just had a kid. He's about to actually turn 1 year old in a few days. And thank you. Yeah. And last year around New Year's, my wife decided that we were going to try something new. And she said we should try New Year's resolutions, which I'm a good sport. I joined in. I'm like, sure, let's do New Year's resolutions. So my New Year's resolution was that I want to be a good dad. My wife's New Year's resolution was that I'm going to lose weight, which I didn't know you could make a New Year's resolution to change somebody else. But if you were my wife, I guess you can. And her New Year's resolution came with me buying me a Fitbit. Yeah, because apparently I need to start tracking my steps. It works. The other day I was sitting on the couch and my phone rang from across the room. And instead of getting up and like walking to it, I was able to just look at my Fitbit and be like, oh, that's my mother-in-law. She's not worth 8 steps. And I just stayed seated on the couch. I had no idea how many useless steps I was taking until my wife made me wear that Fitbit. Yeah. I asked my dad if he would diet with me because I needed to lose weight for my wife's New Year's resolution. And he looks at me and goes, oh, I just don't have the time to diet. Like, how do you not have time to do less? He recommended I go to the Spanish gym down the street from his house. It's always busy. It's called La Fitness. I'm like, do you mean LA Fitness? It's awful. Yeah. But COVID just wasn't great for my weight loss. During COVID, my wife actually, who hates politics, fell in love with somebody named Gina Raimondo. Yeah. If you don't know her, she was our governor down in Rhode Island. And she didn't like her at all because of her politics. She loved her because every time I came home, my wife could look at me and go, Gina's got some new rules for you. I'm like, what are they? She goes, no longer can you go to sports, bars, or clubs. I'm like, that's convenient. It's everything you hate me doing. What can I do? She goes, you can still go to Home Depot so you can finish those projects you've been working on. And then you can go to Stop and Shop so you can cook us dinner. And then when you're done, you can stay 6 feet away from me. Like, that's nice. I think I'm just going to hang out with my friend. She goes, Gina says no. I go, why not? She goes, because Gina says your friends are carrying disease. Yeah. Like, well, how about I just hang out with my parents? Can they come over? She goes, Gina says your parents can't come over for at least every holiday. It's tough. But it's all opened up now. We get to do fun things like this. I'm in a beautiful restaurant. I'm glad to be at a restaurant. I'm horrible at picking restaurants despite my size. And my mom realized this problem. She recommended I download the Yelp app because Yelp reviews restaurants and Yelp can tell me where to eat. So like a good son, I do what my mom says, and I downloaded the Yelp app. And I quickly learned you can add and review anything you want on Yelp. So this last Thanksgiving, I added my mom's house. Yeah. I gave her 1 star. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry, but I prefer eating at places that aren't asking me if I'm following my wife's New Year's resolution while their dogs are licking my feet. And I'm going to end with this. It's also something I learned on Yelp, and that is in New York City on Yelp, there is a prison that has 2.5 stars. Quite the all-inclusive resort. I also learned this, and that is on Yelp, there is something else that has 2.5 stars. That is the Christmas tree shop. That's all the time that I have for you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Doug Ouimette. Yeah, all the way down from Coventry. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. All right. Step right up, Doug. Step right up. Let's learn a little bit about Doug here. A little bit about Doug. Started doing comedy how long ago?
About 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah, what made you decide to do that?
So my wife actually, this is going to become sad a little bit. My wife has chronic fatigue syndrome, and she actually developed that back about 6 years ago. And for those of you that don't know, chronic fatigue syndrome isn't, oh my God, I'm just too tired to work, because that's lazy, and that's what I am. My wife is actually completely debilitated and paralyzed if she's exposed to too much sound, light, movement, things like that. So we started learning a lot about that. It became pretty depressing, but I started to talk to a therapist who said I need to talk to people about my feelings. So then my colleagues at my job said, how about you take a microphone and do that to audiences? And now you are my therapy. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Good plan. So this is still a part-time thing. You have a day job, right?
It is. I am a career specialist at the University of Rhode Island.
Wait a minute.
Which, for those of you that don't know, URI is a state school, which means Gina Raimondo decided that she was going to pay an aspiring stand-up comedian to advise our soon-to-be recent college graduates how to pursue a logical career path. Yeah.
Wow, all at the taxpayer's expense, too.
It is. So thank you, those of you from Rhode Island. Yeah.
Well, well, that's a lot of fun. We really appreciate you coming down. You get some really good, fresh material. We wish you all the best, and we hope you come visit us again.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, that is Doug Ouimette. All right, stand by. We have the great Chops Turner coming up in just a moment. Once again, here's Gary. It's the Paul Santos Live Show coming to you from Cisco, New Bedford. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Groovin' Gary and the Paul Santos Live Band. There he is. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes, I can feel it. I can feel it. Hey, by the way, there was a comment here directed out to Jordan Paiva from a gentleman by the name of, let me see. I just had it a second ago. Where did it go? Jordan J. Fajil. You know who that is? Fajita? Fatata? You say fatado, I say fatita. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Spanish for furtado? Anyway, he said you did a great job tonight, so that's great. And the NB Rude Boys, thank you for the shout out. You're welcome. We hope to see you down here on the 27th on a Friday night. Some great music. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up Mr. Chops Turner. Here he is. The sidekick of the century, the co-host with some big cojones. Hey, thank you for wearing one of these. Look at this. What do you think about this? Pretty good. Right. Wow, look at those threads, baby. All right, you're feeling it tonight.
Yes. Yes, right, Valentine's Day.
So, Chops, are you busy over the holidays? How's everything? How's the wife? How's everybody doing over there?
Everybody's great. Everybody's doing the best they can.
You know, when I was asking you about being married and all that, I said, were you clapping over there? You kind of like, I don't know, it wasn't that enthusiastic, you know?
I was listening to Gary over there.
Gary's single and ready to mingle.
That's right.
Gary's crazy, man.
Hey, by the way, Gary's taking numbers after the show. You know, he's always
mingle
looking.
bells, mingle all the way. It was a shot, it was a shot.
Well, anyway, how's your new year? It's off to a good start so far?
Great, man. I'm enjoying it, Like my new year resolution is to make a lot of money.
How's it going so far?
Going pretty good.
Well, you got some new threads.
Oh, yeah, man. I got it from Paul Santos.
I'm really good. Hey, down at Tomatoes every single Saturday night with Colleen Marshall sings his rear end off down there. Hey, that's a great take. If you ever want to go down there.
Yeah, she's a phenomenal singer. I'm just glad to be her partner.
Hey, her partner's pretty good too.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good for old man.
All right, so what do you feel like singing tonight? Every time we have Chops come up, I always say to Chops, hey, what are you going to sing tonight? He goes, well, it all depends on what I'm feeling at the moment. Like he never tells me ahead of time. So what are you feeling on the moment?
Well, you said upbeat it, so I'm going to try to do some Stevie Wonder.
All right, a little Stevie Wonder. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the co-host with cachet, the Sultan of Smooth, world-class vocalist and entertainer, Chops Turner. Here he is.
Before I begin, I'd just like to give a shout out to my man, Mr. Michael Kahn. Please put your hands together. Michael Kahn. He's the reason why we're standing here tonight. Thank you, Mike, for everything. Thank you. Like a fool when you stay too long. Now I know my love is strong. Ooh, babe, here I am inside, self-delivered. I'm yours. Ooh, wee, baby, set my soul on fire. You're the one my heart desires. Ooh, babe, here I am, inside, self-delivered. I'm yours. Here I am, baby, signed to the limit, I'm yours. Here I am, baby, signed to the limit, I'm yours. Did a lot of foolish things that I really didn't mean, didn't I? All right. Do a lot of things in this whole world, and I seen a bunch of pretty girls. Ooh, babe, here I am, signed, sealed, living, I'm yours. Ooh, wee, baby, set my soul on fire. You're the only one my heart desires. Ooh, babe, here I am, signed, sealed, living, I'm yours. Here I am, baby, signed, sealed, living, I'm yours. Here I am, baby, signed, sealed, living, I'm yours. Here I am, baby. Here I am, baby, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Here I am, baby, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Come on. Here I am, baby, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Here I am, baby, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Yeah, here I am, baby.
World-class vocalist and entertainer, Chops Turner. Thank you very much, Chops. Thank you very much. Stevie Wonder in the house. There he is. Thank you very much, Chops Turner. All right. All right. At this time, we'd like to take, once again, the opportunity to thank our sponsors, Whaler Inn and Suites, Banquet and Conference Center, J&J Materials, Attorney John Seed, Bristol County Media, Tomatoes Italian Grill, Alden Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center, Cisco Brewery of New Bedford, where we are at right now. That's where we're at, Cisco. Okay, all right. All right, well, now we are going to take this part of the show where, we're kind of cruising along, kind of up here. We're kind of on the high road, I think. But then every once in a while, we just have to take that nosedive. We just have to take that nosedive. It's just something that we have to do. We just have to go down a little bit, What do you think about that,
You got to
Gary?
go down in order to come back up.
Oh, so whoever, in other words, we'll do him and then we'll come back to you.
Oh, I
We'll
thought you were coming to
right
me.
there. No.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, you can't be talking of the elite Mr. Casey.
I'm afraid. Hey, you got some walk-up music for this?
I've got plenty of walk.
Oh, I got some walk-up music.
That's
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, here he is, the crazy one. Crazy Casey, here he is.
Come on, Dad. Remind him he's not at Alden Court, okay?
I didn't know that you guys have taken him on as a sponsor because that's where I live.
How you doing?
On behalf of all the residents at Alden Court, I was supposed to give you a message, but it was 2 weeks ago and I forgot exactly what I was going to say. But I want to tell you something. You got Cisco. Look at this. You told me to dress right. The wardrobe director at Alden Court. We're all blue here. Look.
Yeah, we're good.
He even painted the microphone loop.
Yeah, we're all in the same color. Is that good?
It's all good.
Now, what happened to you? I heard you fell down. Seriously.
Well,
Was that from the alcohol or was that something else?
I'm a weeble. Weebles wobble and they always fall down.
Yeah, but they bounce back up too.
Yeah, they do sometimes, but not a lot of them lately. That's why I thought, it looks like an Undertaker room in here, Anyway, Chops, did you have a nice Happy New Year?
No, the chops is back there.
Well, you always look like them. You always wanted to be black. Admit it, for God's sake. Start the new year off right. Make a New Year's reservation. I just did with Rick Saunders at Saunders Funeral Home.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, what the hell, it was time to... How many longer years can you think you can last when you do this? You know what? I was laid up, so I did a lot of research on the internet.
Yeah.
Do you know that the health nuts, people that eat... Do you imagine laying in a hospital bed, never been sick and so healthy and not knowing what you're dying of? It happens. And I'm going to tell you, they worry about dying. Don't worry about old age. And what are you laughing about, Jordan? The hell are you laughing about? I'm sure you did. Don't worry. Come and live with me. You can come and visit and piss all over the card table. They don't even care.
That's a prerequisite.
We have a whole new, it's called water cribbage. He always asks me, well, who wins? I said, it depends. It's almost like the Pampers joke.
It's a little late there.
I always wanted to do a mother-in-law joke,
Yeah.
but she's been dead for 38 years. I still can't find the policy, damn it. Anyway, I want you to know that I did make a New Year's reservation.
Oh, okay. What was that?
Well, before I did that, I have to ask you a question. Where's the W-2s for last year?
The W-2s?
Isn't that what they call them? IOUs?
You mean that's what's...
Whatever you owe me that you've never paid me. For God's sake, you didn't even give me the gas money. You told me, hey, Case, you got a hell of a deal. Come down and talk tonight. You get 20% if you buy yourself a meal.
20% off.
You get the 20% off. Look, I'm not Jewish.
Oh.
Steve Silverstein is Jewish. I got circumcised too. They take 20% off before you even know how long it's going to be.
All right, so I want to thank Cisco for having us.
Thank you. Hopefully they'll have us back.
I want to wish you a farewell. Thank you very much. I know this worked out fine.
It'll make you feel better. I'll tell an Irish joke.
Oh, go ahead. Be careful now.
I listen. I'm only for what you pay me. You've got enough. You've got enough for the night. And I'm glad that we're back here at the. Where are we?
Cisco.
Okay, Cisco. You know what I heard? They got a new name for you, Steve Silverstein. Cisco Kid.
Cisco Kid. All right. Thank you very much. Crazy Casey, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Are we still on the air?
Not for long.
Ooh. Wow. We're gonna have to do some editing.
Let's come. All right, we covered the.
We offended everybody.
Okay, with the black community, the Jewish community,
No,
the
I
elderly
don't think-
community, and half of the Portuguese community, and all the bald cats. I just happen to encompass all of those things.
Other than that, we're good.
They were good. Right?
We're good. All right. All right. Well, Gary, you hear Gary doing all these little interludes.
Tough act to follow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were way down here. That's why we got you coming after him. Now you're gonna say, "Wow, that Gary, what a class act that guy is."
Everybody's gone now, though.
The guest's still here. They're making a run for it.
Chuck,
Anyway.
I thought I was done trying to, fight my way to the top. Holy shit.
Well, anyway, Gary is a great entertainer, and we want to have Gary do a full song, right? He does all those little piano interludes and all that. That's not really fair. We want to have a full song from Gary. So, what are you feeling tonight, Gary?
I'm feeling like instead of having all of you,
Yes.
I would like to have all of me.
Oh yeah, all of you. Hey, Chops, you want to have all of him?
This is all of me.
How about Casey? You want to have all of him, a part of him?
Go around.
He doesn't want any part of him.
I'm the one ethnicity he didn't bash on. How about that bet?
All right, well, we're not. And remember, this is all 20% off. So,
That's right.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Gary Landrivan. Put your hands together.
All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without Mr. Casey? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? I don't take on me. Can't you see? This is what we do when we forget the words of the bed of whoa, goodbye. Left me with eyes that cry. Your goodbye left me, dear, without you. I said you took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all? goodbye, left me with eyes that cry. I said, how can I go on, dear, without you, baby? I said, you took the part that was my heart. So why not take so why not take why not take me? Oh, thank you very much, everybody, and we're gonna see you next week. And I know who really knows who's the best man but Paul Santos. And it's the Paul Santos Show live at Crisco. I don't think you're gonna get treated like this next week, because it ain't gonna happen. But maybe you can sit at your house and you can root and toot while you're clapping. I said, you took the part that was my heart. I said, why not take all of me?
All right, how about that? Great job, Gary Langevin, ladies and
everybody.
gentlemen.
Thanks, everybody.
Talented with a capital T, I'll tell you right there.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey, we got a shout out here tonight, a comment to Casey. And the comment was, hey, with that leather hat, you look like somebody out of the Village People. Is that right? Were you in the Village People? You got 1946 from George Rommel. No. Never mind. I know that is. Never mind.
Mr.
Forget
Casey,
that.
if we have to explain it, it's not that funny, is it?
I'll tell you, we're going to have to get out the editing knife and slice this baby right down. By the way, Jim Casey wants to give a shout out to Roger Brightman. Happy New Year, Roger Brightman. All right, Roger's going to be. Roger comes to a lot of our shows, so we hope to see him next time. And Happy New Year to Tom Brady from Jordan Paiva. Will you come back to the Patriots, please? Put Zappy in. Put Zappy in. All right. We'd like to take the opportunity to thank our guests. First of all, Mr. Jordan Paiva. Thank you very much for being here tonight. We'd like to thank a gentleman who came down from Coventry, Rhode Island, a terrific comedian, with some great comedy. Doug Ouimette.
Big
here
Doug,
tonight.
and his
Thank
wife.
you,
Don't
Doug.
forget about the wife.
Crazy Casey, ladies and gentlemen. World-class vocalist and entertainer Chops Turner, there he is. And Gary Langevin. Next week, we are going to be broadcasting from Alden Court Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center. Maybe Casey will be over there. Won't have too far to travel, but Colleen Marshall's going to be there.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that, do you?
And 11-year-old Jolie White, sent to us by Sharon Jensen. So very nice. We have to be careful on the monologue when we get those 11-year-olds and stuff, you know? Casey, we might have to edit.
Stay home, man.
Casey, take the week off.
Take
Take the week off, Casey. Again, our sponsors, Whaler Inn and Suites, Banquet and Conference Center, J&J Materials, Aaron Pools and Spas, Attorney John B. Seed, Bristol County Media, our good friend Aaron Cadger right here, our producer-director. We have Tomatoes Italian Grill, Alden Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center, and our newest sponsor, Cisco Brewery, right here in New Bedford. Thank you so much for people that came out here tonight, and hopefully we'll be back here very, very soon. I'm Paul Santos for the Paul Santos Live Show. By the way, if you'd like to be a guest on our show, send me an email to paulsantoslive@gmail.com. Once again, that's paulsantoslive@gmail.com. Again, I'm Paul. Don't forget to laugh, and have a great night, everybody. Good night.